Welcome to Friendship and Joy with Karen
and Hillary.
Hi. We are going to be talking about, well, why don't you just show them what we're going to be talking about today?
So I've got this here, this big chunky yarn.
What is it, rope or is it yarn? I don't know. It's huge.
It's super big, and I'm making a blanket for Sean. If you're watching this, please turn it off, but my brother Sean. And so he's in university and he needs big blankets to stay cozy while he's studying. So yeah.
First of all, where did you find this chunky yarn?
I found this at Michael's last year. I bought a ridiculous amount of it because it was on sale. I had like a closet full of this. So I made a blanket for myself and Alex, and then I made one for my parents, and then now it's my brother's turn.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And she's crocheting this.
Yeah, so I'll be crocheting it with this massive hook.
It looks like a drums, like a drumstick?
Like a drumstick. Yeah, like a huge drumstick. It's like almost hilarious how big this crochet hook is.
I don't think I've ever actually crocheted with anything that chunky.
Size US 25.
Oh wow.
It's big.
It's a bag. Now, what do you have to think about? First of all, are you just doing,
I'm just doing a single crochet all about. So I'll chain on probably, I think it was like 100 or so that I did last time.
And just single crochet all the way.
And then single crochet the whole way, because with it's hard to do fun patterns with yarn this chunky.
Yeah.
So single crochet actually looks very beautiful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it's so large, it almost doesn't even look like crochet. It looks like some knotted stuff. Yeah. Right? Now, what is it that you have to think about how is this different from using like a more normal size crochet hook?
You're moving your whole arm. So posture is important. And also just giving yourself rest as well, I think is super.
Yeah, because you are way more active and it's different. It's not just your little hand doing it.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more work.
I would say physically, yes. But I could probably finish this project in a day.
See, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
So yes, it might be more physical work to do with a thick chunky yarn like this, but because it's so thick, it also goes fast.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think I average about an hour per skein.
Wow.
So
and how many skeins do you need in order to make a whole blanket?
A lot.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, well, it goes by so fast, and when it's as big as the blanket that I've made, it's just like a massive blanket, probably like 4 or 5 feet long.
Oh, okay.
And then another like 3 or 4 feet wide.
Wide. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you end up ending when you feel like it's enough. Like you can make you can make a lap blanket, or you can make a big one. So why don't you show us how you go about?
So I'm just casting on right now. So
a slip knot.
Yeah. So just very simple here. So the biggest thing is to hold your yarn. You're using like your hand as well, like instead
as opposed
of
to just over it, drape over your finger.
Yeah. And then and that happens too, because it's so big. And it's hard to work fast at first, but then you kind of get used to it.
So now you're chaining.
Yeah, so I'm chaining. I'll probably chain about 100, but I'll just show you quickly just what a single crochet would look like. I've got about 5 or 6.
Oh, it looks like look a big braid.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very cute.
Very nice. Okay. And then you do your single crochet, of course.
So I will single crochet right here. It's actually hilarious.
I was gonna say this type of blanket would be like a workout.
It is, yeah. I think I got some serious muscle strength last year when I made the last one.
When you're crocheting, I find, is that to make sure that you always cut yourself some slack, because it gets tighter. The tighter the working yarn is, the more tighter it is for you when you crochet, and then it gets trickier. So always make sure before each row that you loosen this and give yourself lots of slack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the final loop here. There we go. So that's about what the whole blanket will look like. I don't know.
One single crochet, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I think this is a big trend nowadays. People are really into like this big chunky, and it's fairly easy to do once you get a hang of it. So you can see how like quickly the project goes, because like that's
so that's
I'm on
two
my third row.
Third row.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's the fun part. It's you can actually, it's like instant gratification.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, and I'm like on row number 16 over here. And you can't even see what I'm making.
Let's just do like a size comparison.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good for like when you have a time crunch, like the holidays or
to get something done fast.
Yeah.
I know my daughter Olivia, she actually crocheted a blanket for her boyfriend's parents one year, and she said, I don't know how long she was working for it, and she's not even a crocheter.
Yeah.
She I think that's the one and only thing she ever crocheted was that blanket for them. But yeah, I don't think her yarn was quite as chunky, but she got it done in time for Christmas, so that it worked for her. But yeah, you know what? And this kind of chunky yarn is also good for if you'd like to do arm knitting or finger knitting, or like you just do. Not that I'm gonna ruin your yarn here, but I'm like basically you just take and make.
Totally.
Yeah, you kind of just do like this, and you you end up with a bunch of chains, and then you can kind of knit into that too. That's actually a fun. I have hand knitted a circular scarf in half an hour. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't take long at all.
No, it doesn't.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. But I really do like the smaller yarn though, because I feel like it's like extra rewarding when you finally do finish that project and it's with small yarn.
Yeah, but this is like I said, this is a fun, fast, and super soft, because I don't even know what you call this type of yarn. It's a fuzzy material, and you can make baby blankets. You can do like, I would say, but it's kind of nice to have something like this on the couch.
Yeah.
Where you know, like it's soft and cuddly.
Totally.
Yeah. So Hillary, how old were you when you were? I think we talked about this in the previous episode, but how old were you when you learned how to crochet?
To crochet, I was 20 something.
I thought you were taught as a kid.
When I was knitting, I was taught as a kid.
Knitting, you were taught as a kid.
I was in a knitting club at my school in my hometown.
Yeah.
And we it was everybody's grandma came in and taught us how to knit.
I love that.
Yeah, it was so sweet.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
But so who taught you how to crochet then?
I taught myself on YouTube actually.
YouTube is good for a lot of things. Yeah. And what made you want to crochet? Had you seen a project that you was like, oh, that looks so cool, I want to do it?
I think honestly it was you that made me want to learn to crochet, because I think you said it was just like a nice way to change it up. And
yes.
Yeah. And this was, I think, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
Like it was right when Alex and I first started dating, and because I've been crocheting for quite a few years now. And then I just started simple. I would do single crochet, and then I started doing little like toys for my cat. So I would do like circular balls.
Start with small projects.
Totally.
And that's true. Yeah, no, because I do think crocheting is a fun. Oh, it was the grandma square blanket. Wasn't it that you started
the granny
with?
square. Yeah, I did do like
you started that,
very
didn't you?
basic. Oh, I started the one that you have on your channel as well.
This one.
Yeah,
this one.
I have that one too.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
And that's the beauty of these type of blankets. It's like it doesn't really matter when you finish, unless you need a project to be finished. But this, you just do one square here and one square there, and it can be done whenever. Just like my little Arne & Carler's flower blanket here, I have just basically put this on the back burner for now. Ever so often I'll do one little flower and not add it on to my piece of work in progress, or whatever you call it. But in the meantime, I can just lay there on my couch or on my chair, and it kind of looks cool.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to, like, not all projects need to be finished perfectly.
Right.
Like, it can take forever. It doesn't really matter.
Totally.
But this one needs to be done. So
Yeah. Time crunch.
time crunch. So, did your friends get into knitting and crocheting too, or were you like the odd kid?
And well, it's funny because I had it was like a family emergency at the hospital, and I was 8 years old, and my parents didn't know I was in the knitting club.
Oh, okay.
Because they provided the needles and the yarn.
Yeah.
And there was this little area in the Emerge Center where there was like yarn and stuff for people to just knit while they were waiting. It's really great stress release.
Yeah.
And so I just walked over and started knitting, and my mom was like, "What's going on?
How did you know how to do that? Who taught you that?"
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah. So I was always the odd kid out though. Like I never really fully fit in. I had weird little hobbies and
weird little hobbies.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you're very thankful for your weird little hobbies
totally.
today.
They keep me warm, and I'm happy about them.
It's fine.
And I just got a new job in September, and it's a sales position, and they had me pitch them something in my interview, and I panicked and didn't know what else to do, and he said hobbies, so I was like, knitting. It's really great for stress release for important people like you, and I just started pitching knitting.
Everybody needs to learn how to knit.
Yeah.
Knitters will save the world one day.
Exactly.
So basically you sold him on knitting.
I did, and then I got the job.
See, that's how it worked. So is he knitting now?
No,
that's what I want to know.
I showed them my most recent project during a happy hour, and
oh, that's good. That's good. No, I think it's, when you're passionate about something, it's easy to sell it because you believe in it.
Totally.
Right? And, I can't speak highly enough about knitting and crocheting, really. Yeah, I'm actually very disciplined when it comes to my knitting. I knit every morning, like every day. And it's gotten to a point where I admit I do have an issue. I get like, if I don't knit for 2 days, I'm like, I need my knitting. I do. Every day I knit, on average. And it's gotten to a point where if I'm going away 1 week on vacation, I'm okay. But if I'm gonna go for a longer period of time, the knitting comes with me. Yeah. Even on vacation. I need to knit.
I bring it with me even to when I go to my parents' house.
Yeah.
It comes with me everywhere. I've been at a bar and seen somebody sitting there knitting while their friends were talking.
And that's the thing. So I have friends who can actually, when their kids were small and they were sitting in like what do you call the bleachers when their kids are playing sports and they're sitting there knitting. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can be that distracted.
See, I can knit and watch TV, but I'm half watching because I'm counting. But on a project like this where you're not really thinking, then I could easily watch TV and be engrossed in it. And I just wanted to show how quickly the ball gets like super tiny. Yeah.
It's getting smaller. But so you need, so how many balls did you say you would need for like a whole blanket? Like
for a whole blanket,
20?
Probably about 15, I think.
15 balls?
Yeah.
But look how pretty this is.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, it does, like, you're right, Hillary, it doesn't even look like crocheting. Yeah. It looks almost like some type of knotted, and look how thick this is.
Yeah.
Like, this is so super thick and cozy. I love it.
I'm excited.
Now, do you have tennis elbow?
My back's hurting a little bit.
You got to see, posture is important. Elbows down, like I've said, elbows down, and be careful. So, now I can't wait to see it all finished. It will look fantastic when it's all done.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Until next time, take care. Oh, don't forget to press the like button. Subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Hello and welcome to... No, I'm looking at the wrong spot. Here is the hole now. And Hillary... No, you can say that.
Hi. Oh, okay. 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 Tricky to work with. I'll just.
And you know what? Stop.
Yeah.
Now we need to go back to this. Okay, like a mouse.
Oh,
yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
Nice.